What's up, guys? I got another Alliance War video for you. In this Alliance War video, we'll be going up against one above all. I'll be going path 6 to 7 this war. I brought my Spark, Void, and Blade. This first node is... I brought Blade for the synergy he gives Spark. This first node is Aggression, Fury, Unblockable L1, and Limber. I waited till I was at max energy, and then I threw on some boost. It is a 5-star rank 4 mutant. It turns out being an Iceman. I was a little caught off guard in the beginning because I've never fought Iceman on this node. So I want to build up a couple poise charges, but I don't want Iceman to get too many Furies from the Aggression Fury node. So I had 6 poise charges, and then I started attacking into him. I dropped this L1, and that L1 was enough to get him down. That fight was really quick. I think the fight lasted like 17 seconds. So this next node is node 18, Bane, Enhanced Abilities, and Stun Immunity. I thought this was going to be a 6-star Nightcrawler because it was an unduped 6-star mutant. I actually dueled a Nightcrawler before taking my path. I was like certain this was going to be a Nightcrawler. It's definitely not because of the persistent charges. It turns out being a Bishop. So I don't retaliate that heavy because I wanted to build up a couple more poise charges before Bane activates, before I hit him. I do retaliate this heavy because I was getting back into the wall a little bit. And then unfortunately against this heavy, I run straight into it like a clown. I do Bane transfers on me. I do get a decent intercept to get Bane off me, and then drop an L1 and get that 6-star Bishop down pretty quick. So this next node is node 24. It's a 6-star tech. This node has Buffet, Limber, and Recovery on it. Turns out being a Yondu. So I don't want to get too much block damage from this Yondu, and his Yaka arrows might cause bleed to me. So I'm making sure I'm not taking too much block damage, except for right there where I took actual real hits. Unfortunately, my parry wasn't fast enough, I guess. So my first debuff to apply to him is the Petrify debuff, which is great. That's what I'm hoping for. And when I'm fighting Yondu, I like to strictly bait out his L1s, because his L1s are a lot easier to evade and retaliate. I'm pretty sure you can't retaliate Yondu's L2. But anyway, I do have 4 debuffs on him. I'm about to get my 5th. So now that I have 5 debuffs, I don't want to, I have 5 debuffs and an L1. I don't want to throw this L1 and waste a debuff. So I back off a little bit. I wait for this, my 6th debuff to apply, and then I'm going to wait for Fear of the Void to apply before I drop this L1. So I do bait out this Yondu's L1. Fear of the Void does apply. I drop my L1, and he does go down. So this next node is node 31, the Buffet mini boss, and it is a 6-star duped Kingpin. So against Kingpin on the Buffet nodes, I like to use my Spark. So that's what I'm doing now. I topped off Spark, and in the beginning of this fight, I do like to try and get to 10 poise charges, while also trying not to get back into the wall too much. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm trying to build poises. I'm at 10 now, so I do get a parry off. He doesn't shrug off my parry. I get a 5-hit combo on him. He does throw the heavy, so I do get another 5-hit combo on him. And against Kingpin, I like to bait out his L1s as opposed to his L2s. They're a lot easier to evade and retaliate. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just baiting Kingpin's heavies and his L1s. So I get a 5-hit combo here, drop my L2. I knew that I wasn't going to push him to an L2 of his own. So I dropped my L2 there, and now I'm just trying to bait out this last L1, which I do. And I get another 5-hit combo on him and bait out one more heavy, another couple combos, and that Kingpin does go down. So this next node is node 38, Aggression Armor. And it is a 5-star tech, and a lot of alliances place Iron Man Infinity War here, but it is a rank 3, so I knew it wasn't going to be him. I mean, I guess it could have been him, but it turns out being a ghost. And the last Alliance War, I fought a Red Skull on this node, so I guess a lot of alliances are placing the new techs here. So I don't really remember Ghost L1 too much. She did just throw it there, so now a little bit more familiar with it, I guess. So now I didn't retaliate her L1 because I wasn't too familiar with it, but I saw it. So now I'm definitely gonna retaliate them. So she throws an L1, and I do retaliate this time, and drop an L1 of my own. The debuff damage is doing a decent amount of damage, almost 400 per tick. So I bait out this next L1 from Ghost, get another 5-hit combo on her, and drop another L1, and she does go down even before Fear the Void applies. So this next node is node 42, the recovery node. My boost wore off, so and I realized that it is a rank 3. I think it's a rank 3, and it's an unduped Mystic, and the Mystic, the MD nerf just happened, so I threw Tiny Boost on, and unfortunately I made a really rookie mistake. I boosted up and then I healed my Spark. I shouldn't have done that. It was only 1 potion, but I should have healed and then boosted. So it's an unduped Mystic, the recovery node. It turns out being a Dr. Voodoo. And in the beginning of this fight, the Arc Overload node is going on, and Voodoo's passive regeneration. So he has 2 regenerations right there. It was pretty cool. So in the beginning of the fight, I do want to get a decent amount of poise charges while not getting back into the wall. I saw I was getting back into the wall a little bit, so I do start hitting him with a combo. I drop an L1 on him, get another 5-hit combo, and I mean, he's pretty much dead. I bait out 1 more heavy, and he does go down. Really quick fight with my Spark there. So this next node is the right to center mini boss. It's a 6-star duped green Goblin, actually. I guess there's a lot of duped 6-stars now. I fought the 6-star duped Kingpin. But anyway, this is a strike back node, strike back mini boss, and it's also recovery or enhanced recovery. I don't know. I forget. But against this node, Void is great because Void is great against Green Goblin's regeneration, and Void is also great against the strike back node. Void's Petrified debuff cancels both of those out or reverses them when Fear the Void and the Petrified debuffs are on. So the first debuff to apply is the Petrify, so that's great. I'm just attacking into this Green Goblin a little bit, trying to get up my my debuffs as fast as possible, trying to get Fear the Void up as fast as possible against this guy. So this node doesn't have Limber, so I am taking advantage of parries. And he does have four debuffs on him. I just got my 5th on him, and I do push myself to an L2. I'm sorry, not an L2, an L1. So I don't want to, I just pushed myself to an L1 now, and I didn't want to drop it here and waste it, because my 6th debuff is about to apply right now. So now I am at an L1. I'm just waiting for Fear the Void to drop, and Fear the Void did just happen. So now I drop my L1, and 2 Petrified debuffs do apply to him. 1 from the timer and 1 from my L1, which was great. And I do push him to an L2. So now the strike back node is reversed. I dropped an L1, and he goes back down to an L1. Fear the Void and my Petrified debuffs reverse that strike back node, which was pretty cool. And I do get a couple more combos on him, and that Green Goblin does go down. So we did win this war against One Above All. Big shout out to One Above All. Congratulations to all the MVPs. I hope you guys like this Alliance War video. Till the next one, peace.